Peace, peace, y'all. What is poppin'? It is your girl Tay Faye coming at you again with another magical video. Hope that everybody's feeling well, feeling swell, and doing what you gotta be doing for your healing journey. Excuse me. So, y'all, I really wanted to come on here today, and I feel like the biggest thing that people don't have a true understanding of, and what has really shifted my perspective on healing and just shifted my overall perspective on learning more about who I am and what I want, not what somebody else wants, not what somebody wants for me, but who I am and who I want to become and what I'm growing and evolving into. I have gotten so much out of withholding sex, and I've even got more mental clarity, because I realize I'm not clouding my mind with another person's energy. And it's helping me understand my energy more. And it's so interesting because that is the biggest thing and the biggest issue when it comes to just, overall relationships, is that people don't truly have an understanding of who they are. So they're trying to define themselves in that relationship, and they're trying to pull all the emotional or pour all their emotional baggage onto their person or onto their partner. And what it's creating is this huge resistance when it comes to the masculine and feminine energy, because we don't have an understanding on how to truly connect with each other. We're so worried about how we could connect with each other in the physical that we're forgetting that it's more to it to actually build a healthy, stable relationship. People don't truly understand that your relationship, if it doesn't have a foundation, the same as your house. If your house didn't have the foundation, it would be falling as soon as it rained. It wouldn't be stable. So to build something or create something that's stable, it has to have a beginning to it. It has to have a foundation, a very stable foundation at that. So, that is a huge issue when it comes to people understanding why in their relationships it is the way it is, because it's always a constant battle when you're always battling with yourself. When you have an internal battle, you cannot harmonize or have a harmonized relationship with anybody, because you're constantly having that internal battle. Now, you can fake the funk and pretend all day long, and it will create this delusion in your mind that everything is fine and it's perfect and everything's good, or everything's going to get better. Oh, it'll get better. Is what people tell themselves. It's a lie that people repetitively tell themselves. Oh, it'll get better. I've been there stuck in a situation, and I kept saying, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. Things will change. But things cannot change if you do not change who you are, if you do not change your mindset. We are constantly seeing more things being poured into the media about relationships and what relationships should be, and the role of men and the role of women, and how women should be acting and how men should be acting. But nobody even have an understanding of the masculine energy or the feminine energy. People are so stuck on, people who are married so fixated on God fixing their relationship, and or some mysterious force coming in and fixing their energy, without them actually taking the time to concentrate on what is the core issue, which is the issues that you have internally. And the shadows, your shadows is always ready to play, baby. They're the most playful energy. That's the most playful energy that you have, is the chaos energy inside yourself. And if you don't know how to tell your inner child to shh, it's okay, be quiet, calm down, I got this, we good. If you don't know how to comfort or hug your inner child, the inner version of yourself, you're going to constantly be having adult temper tantrums. I couldn't get that word out. You're going to be constantly having adult temper tantrum. You're going to be constantly battling. And then that battle is going to project outwardly onto whoever is in your environment. And then you're going to not even take accountability for the things that you have going on. And I'm talking about everybody, even the people who are on the so-called spiritual journey. We still have to make sure we're taking accountability for the things that we aren't able to truly harmonize with. And you can make it work. But I've realized that because I'm on this celibacy journey, because I'm not so anxious to find somebody, and when you change your perspective and being anxious and trying to find the one, or a good man or a good woman, it's not but finding about who's good. Let's take that out of your vocabulary about what's good and what's bad, because you're going to get a person who has things that they have dealt with in their life, and if they're not trying to become something better, then there's somebody who's going to create stagnation into your life. If they're not somebody who is focusing on something better or evolving and creating something here, they're not focused on building a true, genuine relationship or a true, genuine connection. They're focused on building material wealth. Which, it's cool to have a dream and building material wealth, but don't get so attached to that idea that you have to have X, Y, Z, and a third just to be a certain type of person when you don't. Nothing on the outside of you are you going to be able to identify with if you have not been able to know your true identity to the true core of who you are. But without the money, without the, nice house, the child that you have, that you created on this earth, because a lot of people take pride in their children too, when their children are on their own soul journeys. Your children you are supposed to be there as a guider for your children, not somebody who is calculating every little step that your child does. You're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, no, instill positivity. And I'm not saying that because the negative things in this world have its purpose, just like the positive things in this world. But the true journey is about continuing to push forward, continuing to go forward, continuing to learn, continue to absorb the things that you learn, continuing to just be. That's what true spirituality is. It's just being. We all are spiritual. But you'll hear people out here, and you'll see people out here who have commercialized spirituality, who are monetizing spirituality because they don't have a true understanding of their heart space. They don't have a true understanding of love. They just want to monetize it. They just want to make money from it, collect the coins. And there's nothing wrong with having material wealth and being successful. There's nothing wrong with that. But it starts to get to a lot of people's ego. It really does. It starts to get to a lot of people's ego. And they feel like they got to save the world. And they're not even truly making, much of a difference. All they are doing is just creating more battles for people and more misunderstanding for people and more judgment. People judging themselves, thinking that they're not on the right path. I had my teachers who guided me, who helped guide me, who helped put me on a certain information. And that information, just like how you went to school for all them years and you don't even use half of the information you learned there, it's the same thing. But you had that one teacher, though, that affected you and told you that you were something better than what you were or what you felt like you were, something greater. And that's what mattered, is the will and having the capacity to keep going, to keep moving forward, to know that you can learn no matter what you do. You can learn from it all. No matter what you do. No matter what you do. I remember out of all my teachers I had in my life, I probably remember a couple of teachers, a couple of them, like a few. And that's because I don't remember what they taught me. I don't remember math problems and literature and things like that. I remember the impact they had on me and how I looked at myself and what I thought about myself. Those are the impacts that matter. Not about them teaching me about, what's this and what's that. Just same in the spiritual community, in the spiritual side. People teaching all this ancient Egyptian knowledge and all this, and half of y'all don't even understand that shit. Just like half of the time you don't understand what the preacher preaching with the Bible. But you taking in the words that you do understand, and that's what's registering in your subconscious mind, and that's what you're going to use in your reality. So those are the things that are important for your journey, for my journey at least, and how I'm utilizing things in my life. It's not about how many books I read, because I can read a book and not even pull anything from it, and it's just you constantly putting it and absorbing all this information that is useless. That is useless. And as a person who wants to learn so much and wants to absorb so much knowledge, and I see something somebody's doing, I'm like, that looks powerful. I want to learn that. How do I do that? I need to be able to do that. Like, I'm starting to see people moving shit with their hands and stuff like that, telekinesis and telepathy and all that good stuff. I think it's magical. I think it's very magical. Do I feel like I should be doing that? No. I don't, because that's not my path. If I'm able to start moving shit with my hands and all this extra shit, then cool, so be it. But that's not what I'm truly focused on. I'm focused on me, my power, my internal power. And I know I could affect this physical world in so many different ways, and I will continue to. But that's why, I wanted to make this video today, because I really want y'all to be able to really just think for yourself. Think for yourself, learn from yourself, learn from your mistakes. Understand that those things don't define you. They don't define who you are. They don't define your identity. They don't define anything about you. Living in the illusion that you trapped in some type of situation that you can easily get yourself out of. And it takes work. So maybe it's not that easy, but it's as easy as you make it when you actually put the energy in. So I want y'all to know that y'all have that open door too. We all do. We all have that open access to travel. And I mean mentally, physically, everything. You have everything you need available to you if you just create it for yourself. I love y'all. I hope that, my message resonates and that you're doing what you got to be doing for your healing journey.